nasty rainy day, so we decided that we were going to cut the hole and install the transmission today on the 3rd gen Z28 transformation. Got to cut the hole to, it's no longer an automatic, it's going to be a 5-speed car, so you got to cut the hole for the shifter and everything to be bolted. What we're going to do is we're going to use the boot that the shifter goes into to trace out the hole and cut the hole that away, and I think it'll work out great. And here's the transformation. We're going from this bumper to the Z28 bumper. Getting rid of we got rid of the ugly Berlinetta bumper and got the Z28 bumper on it. We're using this mason bit to get the perfect corners, and then we're going to come in with the cutting wheel and straighten everything out so we can fit the shifter up through the hole. We're going to start with popping this converter cover off, and then we're going to get the converter bolts and keep picking away at this. This is a 700R4. They're pretty simple about getting them out of there, and we're going to be replacing it with a T5 manual transmission out of an 88 Camaro. Now we're working on getting the bell housing bolts, which is probably the toughest thing. We actually had to lower the tail of the transmission to get something up in there to even be able to try. We ended up just using a super long extension with a swivel on the end and an impact, and it worked out great. Now we're working on getting the transmission cooler lines off. We had to lower the transmission down quite a ways to even get our hands up in there. It was a tight spot, but we finally got it dropped down, drag it out, let you guys take a look at it. It's really dirty. Supposedly this car only has 60-some thousand miles on it, but there's a lot of grease. So this car either must have had a bad leak or something, but it was one dirty transmission. So I'm sorry I couldn't get a video of us actually putting the transmission in, but here's some pictures of putting the bell housing and the clutch on. There's a transmission actually sitting up in there. We just used the sim link drive shaft. It worked great. Everything bolt for bolt, and there it is with the console in and everything. So we got the car back on the ground. The transmission is in it. Everything is hooked up. We just put a brand new set of plugs in it. So hopefully we can hear this thing run and maybe take it out for a drive today. It'll be its first drive ever. I don't think we backed it in here when it had the 700 R4 under it. But this will be the first actual drive. And there was a bit of a misfire when we started it up the other night, so we decided to get new plugs for it and everything. So hopefully that fixes that problem. And see how this thing... So that'll be the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. There's still a lot to do to this car. Not quite finished up with it, but getting that 5-speed transmission in it and driving was a huge step.